Welcome back to A Toast with our hosts. Today we have Taylor, who is hosting the Soul Medicine, Yoga Sound, and Nature Retreat in Tulum this February. Taylor is the co-founder of Cosmic Serpent, a yoga teacher, and a forever student as she continues to dive into yin, meditation, Reiki, and spiritual practices. So glad to have you with us, Taylor. I'm so happy that we got connected. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your path to hosting retreats?
Yeah, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction, Ryan. And I'm so grateful to be here and sharing this with your community. And yeah, so I'm from Australia. I live in Mexico City now, and I got into hosting retreats through my own personal journey of going on retreats. So the way that I actually started my yoga practice was going on a retreat back when I was 20 years old. And it's come full circle now, which is why I'm so passionate about creating the experiences, because going on this yoga retreat really changed my trajectory and showed me this new version of myself and this new way to see the world and this new way to feel and introduced me to spiritual practices that I had no idea about before. So before I went on this retreat in Bali when I was 20, I'd only been to like two yoga classes. I found it incredibly difficult and oh, the bells have just started. Can you hear that in my
A little
headphones?
bit, but
Okay. There are lots of noises in Mexico City. Anyways, so yeah, I went on this retreat. It was incredibly challenging, but really transformational for me. And since that moment, I realized the importance of getting out of your comfort zone, of trying something new, of meeting new people, of getting back into nature, and of really diving into practices and modalities that create this deeper connection to self and to spirit and to feeling and to your body, and to just put your energy back into you so that you can like fill up your own cup. And yeah, since that retreat, I completely became addicted to yoga in the best way possible and returned to Australia when I was 20 and just went to yoga classes every single day until I did my 200-hour yoga teacher training. And from there, it was just training after training and went to India and spent 6 weeks there, I think it was, doing a 500-hour training followed by yin trainings, and was managing a studio in Australia for around 4.5 years. And yeah, yoga has been a big part of my life for the last 12.5 years. And running retreats has become my passion. And Cosmic Serpent was born here in Mexico with my sister in 2021. And we created Cosmic Serpent as a way to really bring light to people's lives, as a way to connect like-hearted individuals, and to really get people out of their rut and connecting back to themselves. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. A very condensed story of my journey.
it always is. It's so interesting though, because I feel like the similarity in so many people in the wellness space is like that one experience that just like turned something on in your brain that just shifted everything. And then it's like you can't get enough of like the learnings, the experiences, and just kind of continuing to dive deeper. And that's why I even love the idea of like forever student, because that's how I think of being in the seat of a teacher as just the lifelong learner and continuing to grow and share with whoever might be around, whatever you've come to learn.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a big part, always being open to new teachings, to new experiences. There's always something to learn. So yeah, definitely resonate with that.
I love that. And this upcoming retreat in Tulum, what will
Yeah.
that experience be like? What can people look forward to?
Oof, we are so excited for this retreat. So Tulum is, yeah, a really special place for me. I've spent a lot of time there over the past 15 years. Um, and as with the name suggests, it's soul medicine. So the practices that we're offering are really healing on a soul level. And they're practices that Luciana, my co-host, and I have really benefited from, in our own lives, and it helped us to connect to our true essence and our true selves. And so that's why we're so excited to share this offering with others. And yeah, the name is Soul Medicine. It's a yoga, sound, and nature retreat. They're like three of our main pillars of this experience. We're both yoga teachers, sound healers. Luciana really specializes in sound healing, and she's a musician, singer songwriter, sound healer, DJ. Yes, I'm so excited to be working alongside her because she's bringing that medicine to the retreat, and sound is such a powerful vibrational healing medicine for us. And a big part of my journey as well has been incorporating music with yoga. And so to have someone on the retreat with us, or co-hosting with Luciana, and she's really bringing that element to it. We're also going to be like right on the beach. So it's quite rare these days to be on the beach in Tulum. I don't know if you've been there before, but the beach is spectacular. It's white sand, total crystal clear water. It's the Caribbean Sea. And we call this a nature retreat because we are in an eco-lux retreat center, and it's right there. So in the mornings, you can wake up, meditate on the beach. We'll have guided meditation, swim as the sun rises, like literally behind you. It's stunning. And we're right in between the ocean and the jungle there, and will be really held by the natural world. And connecting to nature has been also such a big part of my journey, after being so disconnected, and really being able to feel the essence of the earth and our connection to the earth, and how we're all related, and we are like children of the earth. And when we return to her, we can receive that healing that is there for us. And yeah, it's a big part of this retreat is the nature element, and getting people out of the city hustle and bustle, and just being able to listen and connect to the elements as well. Yeah, so what else do we have? I'm also a Reiki master, and we're offering Reiki energy healing on this retreat. Luciana is a Reiki master too, actually. We both are, along with tours to the different beautiful sites that are around Tulum. There's cenotes, which are these freshwater rivers, or like lagoons that pop up around Tulum. It's very, very healing and magical. And also the Tulum ruins, which are ancient Mayan ruins. We can visit them. And yeah, all the different local towns and shops and restaurants. And yeah, it's going to be a cultural experience as well.
It sounds incredible. I mean, even you had me at meditation on the beach and then a swim. Like,
Mhm.
there's just something so healing about the nature element in a retreat that really adds to the aspect of unplugging. And I think
Mm.
further adds to like the quantum leap phenomenon of retreats, of like, you really are tucked away somewhere different. Like you said, you're out of the hustle and bustle of your city life, or even just whatever your day-to-day life looks like, and in somewhere so beautiful. It's hard to not just be like, mind, body, and soul immersed in the present moment, which is what we all need more of.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's that disconnection from your, everyday routine, which we can get so like stuck in, and that moment to really see things differently, to have some stillness and spaciousness and silence, and to connect with people that maybe you wouldn't normally connect with in your day to day, to learn new things, and to feel seen, heard, and supported in that conscious community as well.
I love that. And who did you have in mind when you were creating this retreat? Like, was there a specific phase of life that someone was going through, or were you
Mm.
thinking of anyone specific when you were kind of crafting this?
Yeah, great question. So this retreat is open to men and women, um, gender neutral, non-binary individuals. We've opened it up to all after doing quite a few women's retreats. And so this retreat is open to anyone who is curious, to try something new, that is looking for kind of a deeper connection to their self, that is maybe feeling a bit off track or a little lost wherever they are. Maybe they're feeling a bit stuck, and they're looking to go inwards to receive some clarity and some guidance around who they are and what they're here to do. As the name suggests, soul medicine. So this is a really powerful retreat to like reconnect to your soul's essence. I truly believe that we're all here for a divine purpose and we all have something really special to share in this world. And so anyone who's curious about that and wants to reconnect to that, they're so welcome on this retreat.
I love that. That's such a
Yeah.
special, and especially at the beginning of the year, like I think that's such an
Hmm.
amazing time to really tap into that.
Hmm.
And is there anything that you're asking people to kind of question or sit with? Like I know that's kind of who this is created for, but is there a specific intention that you're kind of asking people to hone in on during this time together?
Mm. Yeah, I think that it is asking people to really think about like the choices that they're making in their life and like the life that they're creating for themselves. And does it feel like the life that they, or the legacy that they want to create? Or does it feel like the true path for them? Does it feel expansive? So yeah, as people come on this retreat, I think there will be a lot of space to really contemplate these questions. Like, are the choices that I'm making really coming from my heart, my intuition? Are they for me? Am I choosing a life that like I'm going to be proud of, when I'm reach my later years, or am I just settling for something? So yeah, I think those questions will come up a lot on the retreat. Our retreats are always like powerful catalysts for change and transformation, as Cosmic Serpent is all about that. It's like this shedding and releasing of conditioning and these layers that are compiled on us over our childhood and our teenage and adult years, and stripping back those layers and reconnecting to who you are at your essence and at your core. Um, so yeah, I think that answers your question.
Absolutely. No, I think that's amazing. And on
Mm,
this retreat, what does it look like? This is more of a logistical question, but
yeah.
the mix of together time and in workshop, in class, or alone time. Like, what does
Hmm.
that split kind of look like for someone who's looking at this retreat?
Hmm. Yeah, so Luciana and I wanted to have some structure, but also have spaciousness because we know how important the integration time is, and also time to just be and just like really rest and receive and heal in nature. So we'll follow a schedule and it will kind of look like this. So, wake up in the morning, guided meditation on the beach, followed by a swim, if you like, with the sun rising behind you. Then we'll move into a dynamic movement practice. So, it could be vinyasa yoga, it could be more of a slow and sensual dance practice. Um, and then we will have brunch all together as a group, and then potentially a connection circle just to uh, check in and see how everyone's feeling and share how the practice was that morning. From there, we'll have free time. So you could go explore Tulum, you could get a massage, you could have a one on one experience with Luciana or I, or you could go to visit a cenote. And then we'll reconnect in the evening for a more slow, introspective practice, such as a sound bath. It could be yin yoga, it could be yoga nidra, or yeah, so something a little bit more low key in the evening, and then we'll connect for dinner. So there will be space in the day for you to do as you please, and then yeah, it'll kind of shift and change every day. So
I love that. I think it's so helpful
yeah,
too for people to understand kind of that mix, but that sounds like a perfect day. I can't tell a lie. That sounds
yeah,
really beautiful.
yeah. I think it's going to be, and also I'll just add that yeah, that it'll be optional, the experiences. So we really encourage people to listen, and if they don't want to participate, that's totally fine, and there's no pressure or judgment.
Love that. And
Yeah.
when you think about how you want your retreaters to be feeling, they're on their way home, they've left this retreat, how do you
Mm.
want them to be feeling, or what would you like them to be embodying?
Hmm. Oof. I really. know that the guests that come on this retreat will feel inspired. They will feel connected to their inner child. They'll feel more creative, um, more grounded, and kind of energized at the same time. Yeah, and ready to go back to their life with more clarity around who they are and what they're here to share with the world, and some actual tangible steps to take, because that's really important as well. So, yeah, that's how I believe they'll feel.
I love that. All of that sounds
Yeah.
very, very wonderful and powerful and
Mhm.
empowering.
Mhm.
Incredible.
Thank you, Ryan.
Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing your beautiful retreat. We're so excited to share it with the Retreat Bee community. And in the show notes, I'll also add where people can find you. So if you want to share, where can people connect with you?
Oh, yes, you can find us cosmicserpent.co on Instagram, and also our website is the same, cosmicserpent.co. Or you can find me, Taylor K. Hunter, on Instagram. Yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Well, I'm so excited to
Mhm.
share this. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Such a pleasure.